I am Chalfant, and this is Chalfant TV. You know, there are times at home, you know, either when your kids are sleeping or if you're in the kitchen with a loved one or even your wife or your husband or whoever it might be, you know, you just grab them, spur of the moment, and dance with them, and that's just what it feels like. And what's up, everybody? I am Chalfant, and welcome to Chalfant TV. Today's the second day of Christmas. I don't know if you've heard of this. A few people had commented on the video from yesterday that in the UK, the day after the official Christmas holiday, it's called the second day of Christmas, or also known as Offering Day. And it's just a day where you give back and you help those who are in need or less fortunate than you. So if there's anything you can do today to help spread the joy of the holidays, be sure to do that. Christmas was great in our house, and of course we have the obligatory Christmas photo where everybody's wearing the same pajamas, so you can see that right over here. In yesterday's reaction, we listened to Jimin's Christmas Love, and I also included a little Easter egg at the end of Jungkook singing Oh Holy Night. And if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and click the link that's right up here. Just after Jimin released his song Christmas Love, V released his song called Snowflower. And I think a lot of us were anticipating the release of V's mixtape. And there was some discussion about that on our Discord server. And if you're not a part of that, go ahead and click on the link in the bio. You'll be able to talk with me directly. You'll be able to talk with Army as well. Before we start, I do have an exclusive deal for you through Audible, which is an Amazon program that allows you to listen to books. And I don't know if you're like me, where you're kind of always on the go, maybe not in the car as much right now, but around the house you can use headphones, you can use your computer, you can use a phone, you can even use like Alexa or any of those kinds of programs to listen to books. But if you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you will receive 2 free books. And you can cancel at any time. And if you have any friends or families that might be interested in something like that, you can use the links below to also purchase them 6 months or even up to a year. And this is through affiliate marketing, where you receive the free books through the program, and I also receive a commission for it as well. So just consider that if you like to read or if you like to listen to books. And today we're going to be listening to V's Snowflower. And similar to Jungkook and Jimin as well, for me, I'm very intrigued by V's voice. I haven't watched the videos yet where he can get really high, but he has such a very unique sounding voice. And if Snowflower is anything like Jimin's Christmas Love or even Jungkook's Oh Holy Night, I hope he's able to provide us with a more intimate sounding setting. And I've said it before that I really enjoy a cappella music with either no instrumentals or instrumentals that are very, very low, because you get the full grip or full wrath of their voice. And V has a voice that kind of just latches you in. I'm really interested in hearing this song. So let's get into it together. Pro tip, you'll notice that I have dual set open next to the video, similar to how I did yesterday, and I'll be able to read the subtitles as we're listening to the song, which will help me really understand the meaning of it. And similar to Jimin, V wrote a note to Army, so let's go ahead and start by reading that. I think everyone would be thinking that the time has paused and that there would be many people with increased personal anxiety and gloominess as the year end approaches. Because I felt sorry for Army that my mixtape release has been delayed, I hurriedly made this song. I think that this year felt like a period of paused time, and that there would be many people with increased anxiety and gloominess as the year end approaches. For today at least, I wish the white flowers come down into your heart and you are able to feel warm comfort and happiness for a bit. For many white angels this year, I'd like to say thank you so much. Thank you, and my Wooga friend Peakboy is featured on this song. Happy holiday. Someone had told me about Peakboy before, but if you know more about Peakboy and Wooga, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comments below. Dualset also said that white angels appears in the lyrics, and it could be referring to frontline healthcare workers, which I guess are also angels in white robes, which is used to describe nurses in Korea, so that makes sense. So not only is this for you, it sounds like we'll hear about some of the frontline workers in healthcare as well. It already has that intimate setting that I was thinking about before we started.
Coming today. 뭘 준비하면 돼? 널 반길 준비는 okay.
I probably should have done this before we started listening to the song, but if you look at this picture, we could talk about what we see in the picture. Obviously, it's snowing outside, and a flower is blooming through, and his character is holding an umbrella, and obviously the flower is purple, so I'm assuming that, you know, this flower has bloomed in the middle of winter, and it's purple, so it represents ARMY and the BTS fans. So if he is the person that's holding this umbrella, I would imagine he's protecting ARMY throughout this song. So that's really nice to be able to hear. Song sounds good so far.
Christmas without you, it's just not real Christmas at all. Promise our thoughts above privacy, it's just you and me. 세상이 하얀 꽃인 너 우리의 시간을 더욱 특별하게 멈춰진 시간들 속에서 슬픈 이 미소에 꽃이 내려지길
I'm going to pause for a second. You know, I'm wondering in the part where he said, to the warm, you who will melt my blue and gray. So he's almost describing, obviously we know the song Blue and Gray from the B album. He's still having those feelings that he had within that song, which also is a really great song as well. And he talks about in these pause times, just how the world kind of stops because of the pandemic. And he says, I wish that flowers come down onto your sad smile. So I think with a lot of their songs and the release of their songs, they're so cognizant of the impact of their songs on ARMY and those who listen to their music that, you know, he's able to provide us with something that kind of covers your sad smile and makes you feel a little bit better. And I know from the people that I've seen both comment on the last video and within our Discord server, you know, it felt like Christmas when these songs were released for everybody.
아름답게 세상이 하얗게 물들 때 빛바랜 구석들을 놓아 번질게 오랜 여기저기 하얀 천사들이 많잖아 숨을 크게 쉬고 널 닮은 저 꽃들을 봐 내 옆에 따뜻한 온기를 느껴줘 차디찬 내 고운 손으로 날 잡아줘 널 계속 지켜줄게 평생 너와 하얀 눈을 같이 맞출게 Did you see the snow? Like your eyes You live in Santa Claus 너와 따뜻한 선물을 가져갈게 끝과 같이 계절이 올 때마다 Fall in love I'm just falling 내 곁에 있어줘
I'm gonna pause there and I'll go back. You know, earlier, just as I said, you know, I don't hear those high voices from V as much, and you know, he's bringing that out a little bit. And this has such a great tune to it. It's such a simple instrumental, you know, behind the music, and it's like do 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 do. And I had never heard Peakboy before, so I wasn't really sure how he was going to enter the song, or if he was just someone who helped produce it. But obviously, he came in and rapped a little bit as well. You know, he talks about deepening our mood even more. I think the sound of the song, even without V singing, it just sounds like a song that you could just slow dance to. And I don't know if I was doing it in the video, but I just felt like this the entire time the song was playing. And that'd be a great song just to have playing in the background anywhere you're at. But also, you know, listening to it and appreciating just the sound of V's voice, which I think is just amazing. He's got so much soul, doesn't he? Thinking about their individual solo tracks, and obviously V's birthday is, I think, within 4 days, and I'll probably be listening to some of his individual tracks just to get a better sense of him as a singer. And I know he has a few songs like, I think, Singularity and Winter Bear and a few other. I have a list about 4 that I want to listen and react to, hopefully to come out on his birthday, so stay tuned to that. I feel like this whole melody in this song is just what I probably would have expected if you had asked before, you know, what I thought this song might sound like. But it's just full of soul and kind of just brings you that feeling. And, you know, I don't know what it's like at your house, but, you know, there are times at home, you know, either when your kids are sleeping or if you're in the kitchen with a loved one or even your wife or your husband or whoever it might be, you know, you just grab them, spur of the moment, and dance with them, and that's just what it feels like. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. I gotta admit that it's still a little bit tough to sit here and do all of this myself and by myself, but I appreciate everybody watching the video and leaving comments. Continue to do that. Continue to engage, subscribe, follow my other social media accounts at Chalfant on Instagram and on Twitter so far. Join our Discord page, and just comment below and let me know that you're watching. You know, it's been great to engage and interact with so many people who have been watching the videos, and just to see the impact, or not just the impact, but I'm creating a video that's being watched by people all around the world, and I feel like there isn't another platform like YouTube that allows you to do that. So I want to thank you for that. I am Chalfant, and this is Chalfant TV. And as Jimin says, you nice, keep going.